Or maybe Phil, when you get the chance, just uninstall Discord and then reinstall it back.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Anyways, sorry. This is the Panoramic Podcast. We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, Pan Fam. It is Monday night. Another episode is here. I'm your co-host, Aristotle, joined by, of course, Sick Nick in his all whites as usual, and of course, the looping man himself, Mr. Shazam. Take it away, Phil.
What is happening to everyone? Thanks for tuning in to the Panoramic Podcast live right here Mondays on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also tap the notification bell so you can get more notifications from Panoramic Gaming, and also show the same kind of love this holiday season to our Panoramic TV channel as well. Links in the description below. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started with this show. So everyone is doing pretty good so far. Ooh. All right. So it's time to kick off with a little bit of curious questions. So my curious question to you is, if you could own a music relic from the past, i.e., like a record player or a CD player, what would be your? I guess what would you own?
That's a very tough question for me as a musician hobbyist, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. Because
this does kind of relate to my 10-year goal of collecting certain bass guitar / instrument that I do want to make. And interestingly, if you remember earlier,
mm-hmm.
I mentioned that there are two people that are selling me their own bass guitars. One of them is a coworker of mine,
nice,
who just so happens to have a 5-string, and the other is the Casey, the same guy that sold his electric guitar to my brother Deether, for him to use in the band, and his iPhone 7 to me, which I needed a new phone so badly at the time. And he has a Hofner violin bass, which is the same exact bass guitar that Paul McCartney used even to this day when he was in the Beatles. Now, if you ask me what music relic from the past I would own, I'd say it's a pretty tough call, but I'd give a slight, I guess a very slight win to a vintage record player. Yeah. Just so that I could actually display all the old record player albums, on the wall.
Right.
Like, how they display it like in these picture frames, and they got the discs out too, right? Like a golden disc kind of thing. Yeah, that's something that I would love to do.
What would be the first album you would ever own?
Once again, that's a tough question because I really love, because when I went to Guitar Center last time, and they are selling this, they do have vinyl record players, record albums. A few handful that I just so happened to see that caught my interests were the Beatles Abbey Road album, the Queen Night at the Opera album. They also had A Day at the Races, also by Queen. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin 2 or 3. I'm not sure which one, but it's the album with a picture of like a Zeppelin in the air. Forgot which album that is, but yeah, those are Led Zeppelin.
That's Zeppelin 4, I believe.
Okay, all right, Zeppelin 4 album, and when I saw those, I'm like, I gotta get those when I can.
So, okay. So definitely record player. So, okay. No, I was just curious because I was only curious about this question because I I just so happened to be at Target because I dropped off my sister at work. It's like, I'm gonna walk inside Target, see what the hell's going on. So I look around, I was like, oh cool, they have record player, or they have like vinyl record players, like cool, and they had like a couple vinyl record albums, like, oh that's cool.
Wait, they have vinyl players there?
Yeah.
I thought it was Guitar Center.
No.
Yeah,
I went into Target and I found this stuff.
I was gonna buy one for Christmas, but I couldn't find one the other day. Apparently, they restocked them.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. That's some cool stuff. Okay. But yeah, crazy as it was, like, cause they had some cool ones. They had a couple Kendrick Lamar albums. They had they only had one more Abbey Road a Beatles album. So yeah, so I thought to me that was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to buy those too, but right now my personal priority as far as that goes, as far as music goes anyway, my personal priority for that category alone would probably have to be collecting bass guitars. Well, that's only, well, whether you believe it or not, that to me is second compared to, the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Air, I guess same question for you. If you own music relic from the past, i.e., record player or CD player, what would you own?
Yeah, as timeless as Walkmans are, CD player Walkmans, I gotta own a vinyl record player for me. Because one, the sound is apparently the best there is in terms of just quality. But yeah, I'd definitely get a vinyl record player, and it's more classic. And I guess for the record itself, I'd have to go Beatles, Revolver, or Abbey Road, one of those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Queen.
Okay.
The Greatest Hits Queen album.
Cool. Right on.
What about you, man?
Okay. Man, because I was looking at the record player. It was like $60. I'm like, it's not a bad idea.
Oh, it's $60? Oh shit! I thought it was like at least 100.
There is some that's like worth 100, but there was one like perfectly like, I would say like very compact sized, and you could still and it's like $60. Like, oh, that's not a bad idea. I was like, okay. So
Yeah, I might look that up.
So I was like, this might be a cool gift idea. So I was like, okay. And okay, I too would like to own a record player, because one, that thing looks like you guys like Eric said, it's like classic. It brings out that vintage feel, that nostalgic feel, that nostalgic feel to it. And if I were to like own like my very first album, and man, I know I kind of asked a tough question on that one too. Now that I'm thinking about it, shit. You know what? I would not mind actually owning Night at the Opera. Yeah, I would not mind owning Night at the Opera album, which that'd be pretty freaking wizard. So.
Hey, there's only 2 notable songs that I know from that album. Other than that, I don't really know the rest.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would totally own an app. I would totally jump the gun for the Abbey Road album. I would totally jump the gun. Just because that album alone is like freaking famous on its own. So, and that'd be like perfectly just like one of the few things I would totally like display on my wall kind of thing. So, yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, that was my question to you guys. All right, let's take it over to Nick here.
Okay, so this one isn't really my usual kind of music-related questions, but I do feel like I kind of need to ask. Do you identify yourselves as a casual gamer or a hardcore gamer?
I guess in your perspective, what are your what is your definition of each of the ones?
Well, I guess the casual gamer, you could say, is like just plays to have fun, not non-competitive spirit. Whereas the hardcore gamer is they're very competitive, and they, well, let's just say they really care about how they perform in the game.
Hmm. Okay. So I guess for me, I mean, it depends. I guess some days I can consider myself hardcore gamer because, especially when there's a big game on, I will, commit my time to that game and
Mhm.
play days on end sometimes
Yeah.
just to finish it. But there are some days where I don't feel like playing and I just take a break. So, it's ambidextrous gamer. I don't know. Andy gamer.
I guess you could.
I was
say,
trying.
like,
I was trying to think
somewhere
of a
in
phrase
between.
too.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna agree with Air on this one. I do get in the middle. Like there'll be days where I don't want to play. I don't want to play at all. I just want to just like knock the fuck out. And then the only times where I feel like I am gonna be a hardcore gamer is if I actually, literally what Air said. Literally just like commit time and effort and learning every aspect of the game. Like
Okay.
like for I guess for like for example like when like beginning of 2018 when I decided to just like pick up Street Fighter 5 and I just committed I committed all that time in the beginning of 2018 all the way to Evil. So that's where I'll commit that time too. And I guess you can go back. I guess we can kind of go back as far as like doing like House of Smash stuff. Commit my time, learning all the basics from Air, like learning how to short hop, high hops, dash dance, wave dashing, every technique possible to learn within a certain amount of time. So, yeah. So, yeah, I guess I'm between. I guess in between gamer, the in between.
Okay.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I could say the same for myself. I mean, right now, okay, I will make it very brief because I don't want to give too much details away when we haven't gotten to our second segment yet. But
That's fine. Just
I've
do a
been-
sneak peek.
I've been playing like quite a bit of Call of Duty lately. Like within like 2 weeks, I would say, maybe a bit more than that. I've been largely ignoring my PS4 because of COD Mobile on PC. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah,
You're
more
welcome for,
details. Yeah,
For
thank
leading you on to that. Yeah.
Anyway, more details on COD Mobile later when we get to video game streaming. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And finally, to round out the curious question, we have one, the True Ace himself.
Okay, so kind of a dream, I guess, dream question, as all these questions are, anyway. Right now, in this very moment, if you could pick any other place in the world to relocate to and bring your best friends, your family, and just settle down in, where would that be? And why?
And why?
Yes, I, sir.
I sir. Because it's human nature. Why? Why? Oh, okay. Damn, that's always a toss-up kind of question, because like I would have one, like my answer, I would have two answers to this question, or I would say my personal two places where I would like to land up in. One of them being in San Diego in the 619. The other being in the 9th Island, Las Vegas. So, but
Solid choice.
yeah, but
Any wild cards?
but the wild card is the ones that my parents, even my parents would see, and I 100% of the time don't agree with it, honestly. Because that's my parents' idea. Because their idea is either Texas, Alabama, or the really weird one. I don't know why my dad mentioned this, but he mentioned Montana one time.
Wow.
I know.
I even forgot that was a state.
So.
What's Montana?
Well, in Montana, it's much more like, I guess, more country, more
very
quiet, supposed.
Very rural.
So.
But apparently, don't go to Alabama because the minimum wage is $7 still. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
They're still living in 2007.
Oh, God.
And there's still a little bit of racism there, apparently.
No, yeah, no
Big old
doubt.
Alabama.
No doubt about that. No doubt. But yeah, that's the two places where I think I would like to land up in.
Okay. So pretty much just mainland in that area.
Yeah.
West Coast-ish.
So.
Okay, what about you, Nick?
For me, I would probably want to pick either. Well, I'm just gonna say Dakota for this one because to me it's a tie between both North and South. I mean, if anything, I'd love to build a house that's like smack dab right in between the border of North and South Dakota. That way I could say, hey, I'm living in two places at once, technically speaking.
Smart.
Besides that, I have seen a lot of information, and in fact, I'm looking it up right now, that it's one of the least densely populated states in the nation right now. And they're also experiencing very low unemployment, which to me is always a plus. And although I'm not too sure about the tax rate, I imagine it's nowhere near as bad as Hawaii currently is.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
Any wild cards for you, Nick?
Wild cards?
Yeah, just like out of the blue places to go. If not the mainland, anywhere else. Just for the hell of it.
I'd probably pick either the Philippines or Japan. Probably Japan at a very slight uppity up.
Even though you can't speak the language?
Well, I'm really just there to sightsee, nothing else. I don't plan on living there at all.
Fair enough.
Actually, can I add on to that answer too?
Go ahead.
Because that would also be another wild card answer. Japan would also be like another wild card answer. Only because and I would live there. Only one. That way. If I were to start wrestling for New Japan and train in the dojo in Japan, that'd be a great place for me to start and learn.
That'd be cool. And
learn from like legends like Jushin Thunder Liger or Makabe or all the Japanese wrestling legends. I would totally love to learn their stuff and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, that's the other additional my own wild card answer to that. And then nice. Dude, I guess the question falls back to you, man.
I guess realistically, probably somewhere in the West Coast, Arizona, Seattle, NorCal, somewhere in the area. Where I can really, support myself and the family without getting bankrupt or whatever. But that's another story. In terms of wild cards, something crazy, I guess. Maybe like Norway.
That's an interesting one.
We're still very uninhabited by urban society. It's just very naturistic.
Yeah,
that'd be fun to wake up to and see the ocean over there and then wide open fields. That'd be pretty cool.
Icer.
Like waking up in a dream almost. Yeah, like that.
Damn. Okay.
Minus the madness.
Okay. That's a good one. Shit, Norway? Never would have thought of that one.
Something crazy.
All right. All right. With that being said, we're just going out of the dream world, and now we're heading into our virtual reality, which is video game streaming and a little bit of geeking. So let's take it away with Nick, Mr. Metro Ranger.
So, yep, I am finally back on, the Metro Ranger vibe, and this time it is here to stay, AK all day, okay?
Hey.
And the reason why I decided to keep that permanently is because with the help of the foregrip, I would say that I've essentially mastered the recoil of the AK-47, and I'm one of the most I would say, in our little team circle, I could say I'm probably gonna be one of the most unstoppable killing machines in the team.
Damn.
With the AK. And on top of that, I also earned a new gun. I wouldn't necessarily say earn, because the gun itself, on the regular, I think you gotta earn it somewhere around level 100-ish to actually unlock it. But for this one, I got pretty lucky. I was finally able to replace my RPD for the UL 736, and
Nice.
to be honest, I absolutely love the damage of the LMG because it's pretty much on par with the AK, which to me is saying a lot already. And the recoil is pretty much the opposite of the AK. I essentially don't even need a foregrip at all just to control the recoil. Not like the AK does anyway. But the one thing that really kind of grinds my gears, I guess I would say, is its absolutely dreadfully slow reload time. Now, with the RPD, I can understand that it's slow because it's a belt-fed machine gun with a box magazine. But here, you have a drum magazine in a bullpup configuration, and for some reason, even though it's technically not belt-fed, the reload time is like...
Yeah. Like watching a sloth move.
I'm like, what the fuck? It's not belt-fed and you're reloading that slow? Really?
With the
However...
fast mag?
Well, I did, but I wasn't really into that idea, so I found a way to kind of mitigate that issue for me.
Also,
Instead of the fast mag, I went for the extended mag, which increases the clip for the magazine, from 75 to 95, pretty much almost 100. And that way I could minimize my need to reload unless I'm low on ammunition or out of ammunition. But before that even happens, the only thing I gotta do to reload is I gotta run for cover or ask friends to cover me while I'm reloading. That way, the slow reload time, even though it is a big issue, it's not gonna be that big of an issue once I have people, covering my back. Because, you need to me at least, you need at least one heavy in the team to pretty much lay down that much needed suppressive fire, especially when you're against a sniper.
Is it that much slower than an RPD reload time?
Not quite.
like,
But
like by a hair.
By a hair, it is faster than the RPD for reload time, but still, the fact that it's not belt fed and it's magazine fed, it really boggles my mind that something that's technically magazine fed is a very slow reload, and I'm like, come on, you gotta be kidding me. I could reload. Why is it that I have an assault rifle that I could reload at a relatively quicker time than an LMG that is essentially the same as an assault rifle with just more bullets.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But
Very
still,
logical on their part.
despite the horrendous reload time, it pretty much it pretty much trumps the RPD for me in every
Wow.
other way. So I
It's
can't.
like a modern version of the RPD almost.
You could pretty much say that. In fact, I've been getting VTOLs with that thing in almost every game. That's how good it is.
What camo did you get it in?
I think it was Borealis or something like that.
Yeah, that's weird because that's the same one I got. When I told you like, oh, I found my new favorite gun, remember? And I told you,
Say
this is
what
that
now?
remember last week when I told you I found my new favorite gun?
Okay, I remember you saying that, but I can't recall that it was the UL-76.
Yeah, it was that gun apparently.
Well,
So,
I
yeah,
guess
now you know why I love it.
I guess you and me are gonna start, yeah. with
I mean,
that
I'm not
gun.
gonna use it if you're gonna use it because that's just overkill. Or
I don't give a shit. To me, I will do anything just to win a game, even camping. I give no fucks.
Just a quick word though, is the accuracy is very similar to the LK24 because it's
Pretty
very
much.
sporadic.
Yeah,
So from like the long range, it will shoot like everywhere.
yeah.
You know, so yeah.
But
It's like a foregrip, you know.
because I tend to use it in more closer range, and it's essentially my sort of rushing class. I'm not worried about taking out opponents from a long range. If anything, I'm pretty much the guy to assist, to pretty much like cover you while you're actually trying to take out that other sniper.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well said.
Okay.
Phil,
Yes.
you've been tweaking on some games.
Last time on COD Mobile,
Yeah.
I was at level 20, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 3025 now.
No, that's the announcement. So last time on COD Mobile, where was I? I was at level 10, level 10. Within approximate of 3 days, I made it to level 25.
Nice.
Damn, tweaking.
I know it's weird. I'm like, holy crap. Okay, made it to level 25. All right.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you playing on your phone or are you playing on your PC?
On my phone actually.
Okay. I mean, it's
That's pretty
not...
good.
Yeah, it's still not bad, but I do hope you could make the jump to PC. That way it's a lot easier for you to, get the kills and all that.
Yeah.
Because, in my experience with mobile, it's like... I don't want to like break my phone screen again just because I'm like, sporadically pressing my thumb on the screen just to shoot and shit.
Mm.
Wait, is that how your phone screen broke the first time?
No. It broke under very different circumstances.
Oh, okay.
But essentially to me anyway, I don't know why. Even though I'm not really a solid PC player by any means, for some reason I perform way worse on the actual mobile game compared to the PC emulator game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
why I recommend going for PC.
Yeah.
When you can.
Oh, and also random question. Silencer or long barrel?
That depends. If you're trying to stick to close quarters and trying to be like a ninja and all that, then I would go for a silencer. But if you want if you want a little bit of extra range, then it's the long barrel. I assume you're using an SMG, the reason why you brought up the long barrel thingy, and which case, if you are, then again, if you want an extra range, which is probably the more practical option, I would go for a long barrel.
Okay. You concur?
Yeah, it really depends what playstyle you're going for, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to rush with Nick, maybe just put a silencer on. I'll give you that
Mhm.
much less
Attention.
attention to yourself.
Yeah.
And or
Pretty
if you want to
much.
snipe, put a long barrel on. Stay your distance and shoot from there.
hmm
Okay.
Depends what the roles entail you to do.
Yeah. In my opinion, I do feel like the long barrel is just a little bit more practical because in multiplayer, stealth is kind of pointless. Kind of.
Yeah, you can argue that. That's why you don't really need dead silence, because
Yeah. Unless I want to be a sniper.
yeah,
Okay.
unless you're like sneaking behind their back or whatever
Yeah.
into their base. But speaking of roles, since we do have like a full, I guess you could say full four-man team now. What would you say who's who and what's what?
Well, I guess that depends on the playstyle of each individual. Like for you, Air, since you identify as a sniper, which I do see that very strongly, I'd say you'd be the
Thank you.
designated sniper of the team. For Phil, since he's a bit of a beginner, I'd
Still rookie.
I'd probably put you as a support role. The reason being is because I don't quite see you being a solid rusher just yet, and there are times where I might need my back covered, hence why the support role is there. Whereas for me, I'm a bit of an objective player where I actually actively focus on the objective as much as I can, while also killing any enemy player in the way. Emery, though, considering that she wields one of the most powerful weapons in the game, that's pretty much her role, a slayer. Super simple.
Okay. So what you guys, because I like it when you guys rush to the flag and stuff,
Yeah.
and just decimate people. It'd be good to have Phil maybe shadow you guys, in
Yeah.
case you back.
Yeah, the thing with support is, you got the objective player who's trying to get the objectives, the slayer who's killing everyone in the way, which by itself is technically also a support role. Then you got the sniper, where you're pretty much our scout, our eyes on the battlefield. And then you got the support role, which is kind of a mix of all three. And although that might sound like a bit of a burden since you're technically covering all three roles, I'd say as a support player, you're more likely to be boots on the ground rather than on a vantage point most of the time. Yeah.
Well, you've heard our information on it, Phil. What do you think your take is on your own role for the team?
Me, I'm just right now. Regardless of making it to level 25 or not, I'll always still be. I'm gonna have to agree with Nick on this one. I don't mind being backup and support, or if you want to just throw me out there like bait, like how I used to do back in the PUBG days, then I'm cool with that too. Like I'll be like I'll take, like I don't mind, like honestly I don't mind taking one for the team. So I'm okay with that.
All right, sounds good. In that case, I'd probably especially for playing domination, I'd probably need you to cover my back whenever we're catching the flags together. Whereas Emery is let loose out there and pretty much on a rampage. Although then again, I think it would not hurt if she actually pretty much Moses the way for us.
Right.
If you don't understand what I mean, basically she pretty much parts the Red Sea for us when we get whatever flag we need.
Literally red, because it's the color of blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
But but no. Honestly, I don't mind being the bait, but also I'll try kind of still venture out other roles too. See.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You're still feeling your way into the game.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the thing with the support player is they have their tendency, or their requirement, I should say, is to be very versatile. the support role, you don't really have a particular focus in the. Whereas for me, Emery and Air, we do, and we already know what we're doing.
Okay.
So pretty much, Phil, you have the most freedom in terms of roles here. You
Yeah,
pretty much do whatever you want, where we need you. You know, what we need you to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it all depends on how you feel about the game and what guns you like. You know, what playstyle you prefer. So you're still getting into that since you're still level 25. But
yeah,
you find your niche.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right, and then finally, Modern Warfare streaming.
Yeah, just aside from the mobile app, I've been playing some actual Call of Duty on the PC.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2019, which came out 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And again, I'm reinstating why I loved, you know, Call of Duty campaign from the beginning. Like, this is why, because if you guys watch the stream, it's just every bit as memorable and chaotic as Call of Duty is, you know.
So
especially Modern Warfare.
So pretty much, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is kind of like a you know, movie remake, except in a video game form.
Yeah, I mean that's the same excitement you get from the old Call of Duties, right? In the campaigns, you get this movie feel where you're just playing and you're kind of watching at the same time, and you're like, oh shit, you know, tossing and turning everywhere you go. So
yeah,
very adrenaline filled and exhilarating to me.
Just
it's
like
awesome.
the old Modern Warfare campaigns, which I honestly miss. I really miss their campaign.
And that's why I love this game so much, because it reminds me of all those memories.
To me,
like, you literally feel like you're playing Black Hawk Down. It's awesome.
To me, when you know, the whole Call of Duty Division thing with Treyarch and Infinity Ward. When it comes to Infinity Ward, I hate their multiplayer, but I love their campaign. But for Treyarch, it's the opposite. I don't like their campaign, but I actually love their multiplayer. So really, you know, if you ask me which kind of COD I would enjoy playing, depending on which company or which branch company makes the game, it really depends on what I'm feeling.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I can see that.
Right on. Cool. Right on. All right. As we're about to, it's game over for the video games week and streaming. So, quote of the week. First quote we have from the True Ace: "Often imitated, never duplicated."
Okay, you might have to explain that to me, because although it kind of sounds like the same, I feel like they differ in some ways.
I guess in my context, it's kind of like music, or you can put any other context into it. But I guess you can say like the Queen or the Beatles. You know, you can imitate them, you can sound like them, but you'll never replace them. You'll never duplicate who they are.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
like if like, yeah, I get you. Like if you know, 4 group of friends decide to form a tribute band where they only cover Queen songs because they're paying tribute to Queen. They probably might sound like, I mean, they probably might play those songs and kind of sound, you know, stay faithful to the sound, but there's always going to be a clear difference between that tribute band and the real band itself.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay. All right. And my quote is brought to you by the Motivation app, which is available on the App Store. So this quote is: "Win or lose, you will never regret working hard, making sacrifices, being disciplined, or focusing too much." John Smith.
Nice. Working hard.
So you can find more of these quotes on just go to the App Store and search for the Motivation app, and there you go, and you'll get like daily quotes coming at you. So
Gotcha.
all right.
So in the midst of losing or winning, you always gotta keep your head high, because you did learn something.
There you go. So there it is. Alright, nice. All right. Okay, no song of the week. That's totally fine. Alrighty. All right, time for personal achievements of this week and the last. Starting off with Nick here.
Okay, I would not say that this is a personal achievement, but I do feel like that I should at least update you on what's going on with synesthesia right now. Short and simple, we're on a break. If you want to know the reason why, it's all because of college finals. That's really it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much, I could say like one half of Synesthesia, which is me and Deether, like we're actively still, carrying the band name. But as far as Nalu and Meg goes, they're right now bogged down in dreadful college finals. So I'd say probably like after this Friday, if I'm not mistaken, then we'll definitely be back on track. Which I do have more to say on what's gonna go on this week once we get to, weekly happenings.
Cool, man.
Okay. Sound good.
Sound good. As far as me, as far as personal achievements go, actually, well, I think I remember last time seeing what was it called? Oh yeah, so I finally got a tree. Finally got a Christmas tree. Up. So that's a plus one. That was kind of a bit long overdue, but it's all good. And yeah, and now I'm sort of 50% of my way through it in as far as Christmas shopping goes. So there's that. So that's a huge plus on me. So but yeah. So that I feel like I kind of achieved something a little bit there.
Speaking of trees, Nick, how's the tree lot going for you?
Well, thank God we're finally done with it.
Nice.
And here, I guess this is an unofficial part of weekly happenings, but believe it or not, yesterday for tree lot, it was like super chill. There was only like 10 Christmas trees left that we gotta sell, and almost nobody was coming in because pretty much it was pretty clear that we were pretty much done with the whole selling Christmas trees thing. And here is like the best part of working for that last day over there. One of the employees there, who I will say Ashley, which by the way is her actual name, she decided, well, her phone was connected to the what brand was that again? The
like a Bluetooth speaker kind of thing, or like the store speaker.
I wouldn't necessarily say a Bluetooth speaker, but it's this radio that is used only for like outside the store, just to pretty much keep a vibe going.
Okay.
She decided to start playing Queen music, and I'm like, damn, this girl is awesome. Not gonna lie. Like, pretty much the whole Christmas vibe was getting way too redundant, and she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna change it. Starts playing music like Another One Bites the Dust, and then the supervisor for Tree Lot is like, that's very Christmassy, Another One Bites the Dust. And I'm like, why not? It's a great song. Yeah.
Hey,
besides, we were all getting tired of the Christmas songs.
Oh man,
True.
I feel it. I feel it on that one.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, I think at this point we've heard at least every Christmas song ever, like 5 times over.
Yeah.
And every single version too.
Man.
Yep. Good ones and bad ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And also terrible covers. So
we've heard them all.
Oh yeah.
Every year.
All right. Okay. Air. Nothing.
Just the usual. Just saving up for more holiday shopping. Hopefully finishing up this week.
Nice.
And then saving up for the new year.
Sweet.
Nothing much.
Cool. All right. Now, all right. It's time to plop back into plop right back into the screen, because now it's not time for TV shows, movies, online videos. Starting off with Nick.
So I actually discovered this on accident. It's called Animated Scary Stories, and one of them that stuck to me. Oh, you know what I'm talking about then?
Yeah, I know those ones.
Okay. Anyway, the one that stuck out to me was called The Well, And because I didn't catch too much on the story itself, what I do know is the well is set in feudal Japan days, and it's about this girl who is with her abusive and pedophiliac stepfather, and pretty much like right from the get-go in the first part of the story, you can see how much of a massive asshole this stepfather really is to his stepdaughter. And pretty much what you'll see in the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I guess, is the girl falls into this well on accident. Or no, she doesn't fall into the well. She actually climbs down the well hunting for treasure. And you'll notice how much of a terrible person the stepfather is by saying, haul the treasure up to me and I'll get you right after. I'm like, dude, that's your stepfather. Why can't you just get her first while she holds on to the treasure, dick? Yeah.
Damn. I might have to check that out later. The well?
Yeah, the well.
Yeah.
It's in 3 parts. So you'll have to watch parts 1, 2, and 3 separately.
I'm down for that.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that one. I've watched a lot of the...
I'll eat later.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the scary story animated ones, but the well apparently has not crossed my path.
Yeah.
So
like I said, I pretty much stumbled onto this by accident.
Yeah.
That's good. That might actually give us, if we ever do go back into, making short films, might give us some ideas.
I think it'll give us some pretty solid ideas.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Nice.
Good shit. Good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go with this one. Okay. So not really much this past weekend. Other than catching Rick and Morty season 4 episode 5. The Rattlestar Galactica. So that's basically a playoff of Battlestar Galactica. And they finally did some sort of time travel riff off using Terminator references, which was stupid. And making a voice cameo was Key and Peele.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Both of them?
Actually, sorry, not Key and Peele. Just Key. My bad.
Just Keegan.
Just Keegan. So, so they made a fun cameo return. So that was good. That was
interesting.
There you go.
Secret Santa.
Oh shit.
$25 max.
Yeah. So that episode was actually pretty funny. That was pretty good. So, and
Did he do
okay.
a funny voice, or did he just do Keegan?
He did like it was a mixture between like the anger translator Keegan and
Luther.
yeah he did like a Luther angry translator Luther voice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's literally what that was. I was like,
Pretty much.
that's literally what that was. Literally what his voice sounded like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then of course I was with Austin Tabura watching the entire card for UFC 245, which was great card.
Mixed result.
Great card. Kind of disappointing in the result, but it is what it is. So, and anyone who watched it, kudos. So that was pretty much what I was watching. Oh, one more video I forgot to add because I kind of felt I was getting a little bit too sappy earlier. I was a little bit too sappy about it. So I followed. So for the longest time, I followed like Wong Fu Productions for the longest time, and then in real life, Philip Wang did he actually shared the entire proposal video to his now fiance Helen, and I was like, wow. And then I started getting a little bit sappy about it, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're all grown up, and we've seen them from when they were still young.
Yeah. So,
Up and comers now, they're settling down.
yeah, I was like, oh man. So.
Now we're just waiting for Ryan's turn.
Wait, no. Is it? Oh yeah, freaking Ryan's turn. That'd be hilarious to see Ryan.
If that ever happens.
If that ever happens, so that would be pretty hilarious.
Congrats to Phil though for finally proposing
So
to his love.
yeah, so that was
Good stuff.
so that was something to get a little bit sappy to.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, what? All right, sorry, Eric, what are you watching, my man?
Nothing much. I guess I'll just be watching a lot of. I've been watching a lot of old documentaries, like Beatles or Queen documentaries, just to pass the time. But I am definitely looking forward to next Friday. I know you guys know this Friday. I know you guys know what that's gonna be.
Oh shit!
Nick, I think you should better get on it. At least a couple chapters in.
All right.
When you can.
Yeah.
But again, it's not really needed because it is based on a book. But
Mhm.
it definitely playing the game will definitely help you in. On
Which book though? I do have to ask.
Last Wish.
Last Wish.
That's the first one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's based on that.
Oh, I do have one comment about the Witcher book, and I'm not gonna say anything like I actually read it and shit. I did.
Okay.
I just realized, and I know you can say this is super late of me thinking this way, but I do realize that the title itself is pretty much a massive irony, because it is called The Last Wish, but it's also the first book, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been thinking about it.
Well, you know how people say endings bring out new beginnings? That could be
Yeah,
the reason why.
I mean that also ties in pretty well with The Last Wish, which again is ironically the first book of the series.
And we'll find out why it is called that way this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, not gonna lie, the trailers that they've been dropping prior to the premiere, it looks really good. It's becoming like more like flourished.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because I know the budget must be max for a Netflix series.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can maintain that budget, and get some, I don't know, income out of it.
I'll probably do this, or this will probably happen like when I do actually watch it on premiere night. Like I can imagine this happening to me. Like when I watch the first episode and I get so blown away from the visuals, the action, everything that the pilot episode has to offer. Next thing you'll see me doing is I'm binging the hell out of Witcher 3. Because I'm like, I have to know what these monsters are.
Right.
I don't. Did I present the idea on the podcast where about doing like a
Viewing party?
yeah, like a viewing party, like a live reaction viewing party?
I'm down.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I'm not really into the whole, film our reactions thing, but I'm open to the idea.
I guess we gotta settle on a day, and we kind of have to not watch it, without each other's consent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Friday comes out, so
Yeah.
I'm actually working on that day. However, the Friday after that, after I get through my church thing, of course, that's when I'm open again. So pretty much from after this week and onward, I'm no longer closing on Fridays. Thank goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I just kind of just tossed that idea in the air. It's not really concrete, but if you guys want to just go ahead and view it, or go ahead and like do your own reaction to it, then cool. You can do it that way too.
Okay. It'd be nice though to have like maybe a special episode where we just view Witcher,
So
or like a viewing party.
yeah. So
And as a quick side note, I'm gonna try to not watch every freaking episode the first night. I'm gonna actually discipline myself and watch, one episode, and then a couple days later another episode, so on and so forth. So that's gonna be hard for me because I know I'm gonna want to keep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, try not to binge the whole thing in a weekend because that just kills the whole thing for me.
Fair enough. You want to like enjoy.
Yeah, I want to savor the Witcherness of it all, like I did with the game.
Okay.
Even though I beat it in 3 weeks.
So, yeah. So there you go. Okay. Right on. Okay. All right. With that being said, okay, we are pretty much almost close to the tail end, you guys. It's time for weekly happenings. Anything interesting, funny? So Nick, you're on vacation, sort of.
Sort of, yeah. Pretty much I'm off today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and the granddaddy of it all, Saturday.
Damn.
Don't forget yesterday.
Yes. Anyway, if you guys want to, do something with me on Saturday, better let me know ASAP. Just saying.
Okay. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe like a game night or something.
Right. Or
Maybe
maybe we could actually get around to trying Cajun King for the first time, which is like years overdue. Well,
Yeah.
for you guys anyway. To Cajun King before.
Is that place pretty expensive? I actually don't know.
So, I mean, if anything, what I could do is I could order off of Bite Squad the spicy fries and chicken nuggets, I guess, and let you guys try it for yourself. Because honestly, that's pretty much the only thing I care about from there. Everything else is just seafood, which is fine, but it's like, it's seafood. I could pretty much buy them off of, like Bubba Gump or Tamashiro markets, places like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool shit.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right.
Weekly happenings. Oh, so last night was the first time I actually went to DB Grill, and
Nice. How was it?
It's interesting. It's honestly, like, no matter how many times I pass that place, it's an interesting vibe inside there. So it was actually nice place. So I think the highlight is I remember saying something so ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
After a win?
I think after the second soju shot, I think. And
What? Sorry.
am I cutting off again? Okay, hold on.
Just that sentence. I didn't hear you.
I think after the second soju shot, I said something kind of ridiculous, but it's something I thought about, and something I might do. So I'll just cut to the point. Starting the new year, I'm gonna shave my head.
Do it.
Yes.
So pretty much the man bun and the goatee are no more.
No. The beard.
Oh.
The beard is gonna stay.
Okay.
The beard is gonna stay. I'm gonna like freaking Kratos the shit out of it.
Okay, because I could actually imagine you looking like a, depressed as hell, Max Payne from Max Payne 3.
Oh, jeez.
If you played that game. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the game myself. However, when I look at Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2, like he pretty much goes through like this character progression in his aesthetic, but then when it gets to Max Payne 3, it's like it went from a mountain to like voop. I'm like, why the hell is he like, shave bald, got a goatee, and he looked like he put on a few pounds lately? What the heck just happened to him? I thought he was awesome.
He's still awesome. You just get that Kratos look to him.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong, but by Max Payne 3, he's kind of a, depressed mess. Apparently, yeah.
Okay, that's a fair statement. But yeah, so there you go. There you go. There's the cool weekly happening there. Haha.
In terms of weekly happenings, here's some images.
Oh geez, did I?
Oh,
I am. What the flying? Oh Jesus!
Wait, what the heck is going on?
Oh my God! I was knocked the fuck out.
That's what happened last night.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, funny enough, you weren't the only one that got knocked out because I fucking got wasted, dude.
Oh damn!
Like I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not 100% right now. Like the hangover this morning was bonkers.
Bro,
like your head was throbbing.
Up until lunch, my head was just spinning. I was in this like constant loop of just.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. Didn't you work today or something?
Yeah, I still went to work.
Holy
Like
crap!
Or an idiot. However you wanna
no,
see it. But
no, that is not idiot. I commend you for that. I commend
Thank you, sir.
Because
Thank you, sir.
Because I did the same shit when that time with Brandon and Noel on Halloween.
Oh shit! Yeah, rooftops.
16.
Yeah, I think it was 16. Yeah.
2016.
When you had like 3 hours of sleep and still went to work.
And I still
full of alcohol in your system.
And I was wearing sunglasses the entire time at work, so I was totally okay, guys. So
not obvious at all.
Totally not obvious.
You know what? Speaking of Brandon and Noel, a time where we were watching movies as like a large group of friends, and they actually went out of their way to make French fries, pizza rolls, chicken, and pizza for all of us. I'd be like, dude, we gotta do this again. I don't need to buy food because you guys already got it.
Wait, when was this?
This was when we were watching Grave Encounters with them. Both movies in their house.
Was it?
Oh, right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do that again. That was, I mean, to me, even though I was still technically underage that time, I had a lot of fun.
Oh, so I have an interesting story about also because earlier I went to earlier I had jiu-jitsu class earlier, and then one of my teammates said that they saw me last night at DB Grub. Like, what? You see me? What the hell?
Yeah.
And I said, dude, you should just like tap me, like, what's up?
Yeah.
So
nice.
In fairness, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I did see you. Maybe I was I was already out of it.
Okay, so from your perspective, Phil, after how many shots of alcohol or drinks of alcohol would you say you were already fading away?
Okay, let's see.
Because we had the soju.
So let's see. After 2 Coronas.
Yep.
I did 2 Coronas, three soju shots. I guess like half a shot of the old fashioned, or new or the new fashion.
That shit, yeah, it was strong.
And then the freaking sangria.
The 2 sangrias.
Oh, 2 sangrias. Excuse me. 2 sangrias.
Yeah, they paid the last one.
So.
The last round, and wow, I didn't know they had vodka in it. My bad.
You know, actually, that was actually my first time actually even trying a sangria.
That was pretty good. It almost reminded me of a Falcon Punch, almost.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, So thanks to you guys, I finally popped the sangria cherry. Jesus.
There you go. Popping all kinds of cherries.
So.
Cherry popping.
Cherry popping. My goodness. But yeah. That was a well worth.
But yeah, for the viewers at home, don't ever mix drinks in terms of brown or clear.
Yes.
You'll regret it later.
Amen to
After
that.
spending 10 minutes in the bathroom by the toilet, yeah, you'll know why.
So. And always chug a lot of water, ladies and gentlemen.
Not warm,
Not warm,
cold.
cold. So, anyways, with that being said, no other happenings going on. So it's time to pretty much.
Is it time?
Is it time to call it a night? Because we're about to go into a good old fashioned 2 rounds of Would You Rather, and then we on COD Mobile, gents.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do bonus round.
You want to do bonus round too? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
All right. So there's no theme. There's no whatever shit. Just go. Just honestly go for it. No matter. All right. I'll kick it off. The first round of Would You Rather. All right. Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather be in a possession of an AK-47, or an M4?
AK-47.
M4 for me. Very close, but I'm gonna go M4.
Well, good. In that case, good luck getting it from the military, because that's their weapon.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll find my way.
I'm pretty sure there's ways.
I'll find my way.
There's ways. Okay. All right. Passing.
I'll be on the hit list for the rest of my life, but I'll find out.
Passing the ball to Air there. What's your Would You Rather first rounder?
Okay, would you rather live in 1300s medieval times or 1600s New England times?
Yo, 1300 medieval times sounds freaking nightly and shit.
Both very terrifying because 1600s was the time of the witch hunts, I guess.
So
And
the
if-
Salem witch trials.
Yeah, so even if you did anything remotely weird, they would accuse you of being a witch and
Oh,
burn
man.
you probably. Yeah, so even if you like pee outside or something weird like that,
Wow.
they will kill you.
So
That's
I
incredibly
guess
petty.
I guess that's where that stupid phrase never pee in the wind comes from.
There you go. But also in medieval times, you had the Black Plague, you had a lot of other shit to worry about.
Yeah, witchery wasn't really as big during that time.
Not yet, yeah.
All right. First rounder to Nick. What's your question?
Okay. Would you rather live in the Witcher timeline / universe or the Cyberpunk timeline / universe?
Ooh.
Since we don't know that much details yet for Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
I have to go.
I
Okay.
mean, you could pretty much say the Cyberpunk timeline is, ultra futuristic stuff. Because, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw an image of a character that looks exactly like Ciri from the Witcher series, and she has like a prosthetic cyber arm. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm sure that was intentional, yeah.
Are you telling me that Witcher and Cyberpunk are in the same universe? Because if so, then that kind of confirms my suspicion. Ciri traveling into another world where cars are flying and shit. I'm like, what?
Jeez. Okay. Man, I know the Witcher verse would sound pretty wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a wander into the post-apocalyptic universe of Cyberpunk 2077.
As far as I know, I don't believe it's post-apocalyptic, although some areas might look like that. So really, since it's sci-fi and post-apocalyptic is a subgenre of sci-fi, then I wouldn't hold it against you thinking that way. But as far as I know, it's ultra futuristic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Almost
That's
like Tron or something.
okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I guess I never think that way, but yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that tops it for the first round. Second round. Let go. Okay. Would you rather learn the fighting would you rather learn the fighting style of Wing Chun done by Ip Man, or would you learn Muay Thai boxing, or just Muay Thai in general?
Well,
Excuse me.
Well, okay. Here's the distinct thing between them. The thing with and I actually did some research on this. The thing with Wing Chun, I'll start off with, is it's not meant to be a sports. It's not meant to be a sport. It's more or less as a self-defense fighting style, which is all well and good if you're somehow facing like a burglar or a robber that just so happened to get into your face. Now, granted, Muay Thai can be used for that purpose as well, except the thing with Muay Thai, in my opinion, is it's a whole lot more aggressive than Wing Chun is, because the idea of or pretty much at the very root of Muay Thai is pretty much with your elbows and knees, your fists and your shins, for kicks and stuff. That's supposed to knock the opponent out or possibly kill them if need be. And in fact, the thing, believe it or not, Muay Thai actually started off as Muay Baran, where the fighters would wear hemp rope on their fists and forearms, and they would essentially, or I'd say in some cases, they would actually fight to the death rather than by even to this day, even for its time, it was considered a very brutal sport. So really, Muay Baran is a blood sport in itself.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Just look at Ong Bak.
Yeah. Every scene is pretty much like 300.
Yeah, pretty much. Even the other two movies, which aren't even related to the second movie. Sorry, Phil.
It's okay. It's okay. No, you know what? Honestly, like if I had to choose between a style, I would totally not mind learning Wing Chun.
I mean, who doesn't want to be Ip Man?
Yeah. At least Donnie Yen makes it look cool.
Actually,
Right.
you know what's funny? So, because I only mentioned this because Tekken 7 released a new DLC characters, and one of the
Tell me it's Ip Man.
no, there's someone who has that kind of style. His name his name is Leroy Smith, and he literally looks like T-Pain, but all buff.
What the hell?
I kid you
What
not.
kind of crack were they smoking when they made this character?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So yeah, so it's basically like a black dude all buff and tick with like, and he's basically like a freaking like a Wing Chun master. I'm like, holy crap!
What the hell?
So, I know it's some weird shit. And the other DLC character, which won't come out till next year. Believe me, I'm gonna botch this name. So they released this new Muay Thai character who and Nick, you know how you described like he has the hemp rope like tied around his hands and stuff. It is literally like that, even with the crazy like tattoos and shit.
There you go. Muay Baran, ladies and gentlemen.
So
The ancestor of Muay Thai.
the character's name, I'm gonna botch his name. So the character's name is Fahak Ramen. You know, I'm gonna post it. That way you guys get the idea of what I'm talking about. So
Just
Sounds like a
for
ramen
laugh-
place.
Just for laughs, I'm just gonna say fuck you, ramen.
that's what I said too.
Fahokyo ramen.
That's what I said. I was like, what the hell? So
Interesting.
yeah. Okay. So that's the reason why I asked that one. Okay, that's my round 2. Throwing the ball back to air.
Okay. Would you rather? You guys wanna go dark?
Go dark.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Would you? I might have asked this before, but would you rather see one of your pets?
You don't know what it is.
Actually, would you rather eat one of your pets,
Oh no.
or of your choice, or see or have the knowledge of who is gonna die next in your family?
Honestly, I'd rather eat my pets. At least Okay, I mean, as much as I love animals, I do consider human life to be far more valuable. Granted, there are a lot of bad humans out there, but you know, I guess in a gray area, I'd say maybe like half of the population is actually good, whereas the other half is like, you know, I don't know if this person should live, you know?
Right. What about you, Phil?
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry, Bam. I'm gonna turn you into some black dog koali or some dog koali. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Bam.
I'm gonna turn Bam I'm gonna turn Bam into some
Wow.
koali. I know that sounds so
Yeah.
I know that sounds so fucked up right now, but
I mean, I guess I'd rather have that than knowing who's gonna die next in your family. That's fucked up.
so there you go. There, I said it.
Welcome to the family.
Right? So
Want some cats on the side for that?
sure, you got some. Cool. I'll mind
Yeah.
taking some manapua. So
You want some deep fried twinkles?
oh man, can you be like the really extra crispy kind? Because that'd be
Yeah.
fully wizard. So
Adobo cat.
adobo bacon. No, kidding.
Adobo.
Okay. Okay, and Nick, and our round 2, so we can get a bonus round out of this quick.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna make you guys hungry in
Uh-oh.
this one.
Try me.
Okay. Alright. Would you rather have a Jack in the Box munchie meal or a Wendy's big box deal?
Big box.
Oh, you
Hey,
mean
do
that?
you
You mean that baggy one? The
Yeah. Apparently, I think there's like, you know, you can get like a good deal of like this much food or something like that. I don't really know how it works.
dude,
I just
you don't have to answer because one, I'm gonna go munchie meal all the way on this one, and
Okay.
in particular the grilled cheese cheeseburger.
the stack grilled. That's a good choice.
That's a guarantee.
Mm.
So
I mean, honestly, I would never say no to like, you know, curly fries, French fries, 2 tacos, and a burger of my choice. To me, it's a tie between the spicy nacho chicken and the stack grilled cheeseburger.
Damn. If I didn't eat earlier, I would be hungry right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good choices.
but yeah,
I'm gonna go Wendy's because Wendy's is my baby.
there you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. There you
So how does the big box work anyway?
go. So actually, it's more like a biggie bag. Basically, you just basically you choose between like you have like the choices on screen, like the Dave's. I think it's like a Dave single or a Junior Baconator or chicken sandwich. You choose like one of those items, and then you choose like two out of those three items, and then it usually comes with like fries and chicken nuggets and a small drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'd rather go with the munchie meal then, because that's just like, oh boy, like that's more than a meal already.
Basically. So.
And for the bargain too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we have a bonus question? Nope.
You would be the first to do it. So
Oh man. Okay.
You're first.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
have one.
Do I have a bonus question? Hey. All right. You're given a portal gun, and with that portal gun, say which time, or I guess say a year and a place to be in, and I guess on what Earth?
1963, New York, Beatlemania, the beginning of Beatlemania. I wanna be there.
Okay. All right, Nick. All right, Nick. Now the portal gun is in your hand.
Okay.
Okay. A year, place, and I guess you can include a version of Earth.
Okay. I would go to Wembley Stadium, July 13th, 1985.
Damn,
Live
on the day.
Aid, baby. Yep. I know the exact day and year that event took place, even though I wasn't even there.
We got a Queen historian here.
Okay.
Damn. You get
All right.
dream.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he'd be like, "The fuck are you talking about, darling?"
Yeah, with his mustache.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll answer this one. Too. Okay. That's a really good one too. Hmm. Nineteen 1983. Madison Square Garden. The very first WrestleMania.
Nice, solid choice. Solid choice.
Okay. All right. Any other bonus questions before we just wrap it up and get going?
I can save for next week.
Okay, next week. Cool. All right. And also announcement for next week. That's gonna kick off we're gonna kick off a 2-part series of our top 10, or I guess our decade of the year podcast. So we're pretty much it's an episode. It's gonna be a 2-part series where we're gonna dedicate just a summary of the decade.
Okay.
So, okay. With that being said, thank you everyone for tuning into the Panoramic Podcast here live on Panoramic Gaming. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also tap the notification bell for more Panoramic Gaming. I'm Uncle Shazam. That is the Sick Nick. That is the True Ace. We are Panoramic Podcast, and we are out. And be ready for some COD Mobile.
Stay tuned for the stream.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. See you guys.
I'll be on in 15 minutes. Just gonna go shower.
Okay. Just give us a hit.
Yep, I will.
Cool.
Alright.